Apple reportedly plans to begin scanning iPhones in the US for cheese pizza images. The neural match system would continuously scan US iPhones for illegal images. Isn't this just great? They're literally gonna constantly spy on your devices, whether you like it or not, checking to see if you might have illegal images. And you know it's not going to stop here. Like, remember the Christchurch shooting in New Zealand? They used the same systems they put in place to fight cheese pizza to hunt down and track people who shared the videos online and arrest them for it. Just imagine where this can go. So you got the usual problems like the false positives, which, by the way, if we could find something that reliably triggers false positives, it would be a nice way to fight this crap, like just flooding them with them. But anyway, what do you think is going to happen when some dad takes a photo of his own kids in the pool and that's on his phone? Not going to end well, huh? What happens when this grows? What's the next step after this? How about the RIAA and MPA, who, by the way, let me remind you, are pretty much single-handedly responsible for destroying the internet as we know it, even more so than governments? What if they start demanding that, since Apple has the technology now to continuously scan people's devices for files they don't like, why don't they continuously scan for pirated content and then just remove that for you? Like, hey, citizen, I see you have a pirated copy of this movie on your phone. Wouldn't want you to get in trouble with law enforcement if they found out, right? Let me just remove that for you. It's just an honest mistake, right? I mean, no, shit happens. Mistakes happen. We'll forgive you. We're not going to file you. We're not going to report you to the cops or anything. We're just going to remove all that stuff. Or, oh, look, I see you backed up a bunch of Alex Jones videos. Haven't you heard he spreads misinformation? Let me just remove that for you. Don't want you getting radicalized and all. That's the future we're heading towards if the iSheep don't resist this. So basically, this is the future we're heading towards, because the iSheep are among the worst of the consumers. They will justify anything. Apple is reportedly planning an update that would allow it to scan iPhones for images of cheese pizza. According to the Financial Times, the company has been briefing security researchers on the neural match system, which would continuously scan photos that are stored on a U.S. user's iPhone and have also been uploaded to its iCloud backup system. Okay, I guess it depends on how you read this, because they already scan the stuff you upload to iCloud. That's pretty much an open secret. Like, of course, every cloud service provider, they scan the stuff you upload to them. Every last one of them, no exception. This is why you have to encrypt the stuff yourself before you upload it, so they can't scan it. But if this spying only pertains to files that have also been uploaded to iCloud, it's not as bad since you can turn that off. It's not easy, because I'm quite sure, like, God, I have this problem with my Android phone. I turn something off, and then it does an update, and it turns it back on. Unless I notice it's on again. Like, what would happen if you thought it was off? And shit, what's going to happen when teenagers, because kids sext each other all the time. You remember how sexting is still a thing? We've already seen instances where fucking teenagers were getting in legal trouble for sexting under cheese pizza laws. So what's going to happen when some freaking 15-year-old girl is taking nudes of herself to send to her boyfriend, and those get uploaded to the iCloud and trigger an FBI raid on her house? Man, that's going to be great. This system would proactively alert a team of human reviewers, translation bots. Just like how YouTube, if you request a manual review and then, so this has happened to a lot of people, not just me. They get something flagged on YouTube, like, oh, this isn't advertiser friendly. Oh, that's fair enough. Let's request a manual review. 5 minutes later, They apparently had the time to watch your 30-minute video and determine, it's in fact not safe for advertising. Yeah, so when they see when someone says human reviewer or manual review, they just mean a different bot. And so if it believes illegal imagery is detected, and the human reviewers would alert law enforcement if the images were verified. The neuromatch system, which was trained using a database from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, will be limited to iPhones in the United States to start, the report says. Yeah, so the land of the free is being used as the guinea pig for systems that make the Chinese look like they value freedom. Man, current year is great, isn't it? The move would be somewhat of an about face for Apple, which has previously stood up to law enforcement to defend users' privacy. The company famously clashed with the FBI in current year -5 after it refused to unlock an iPhone belonging to the man behind the San Bernardino terror attack. CEO Tim Cook said that at the time, the government's request was chilling and would have far-reaching consequences that could effectively create a backdoor for more government surveillance. A backdoor that could be discovered and exploited by hackers, mind you. There is literally no such thing as a secure backdoor. None. So the FBI ultimately turned to an outside security firm to unlock the phone. Now, security researchers are raising similar concerns. Though there's a broad support for increasing efforts to fight child abuse, researchers who spoke to the FT said it could open the door for authoritarian regimes to spy on citizens. Yeah, like the U.S., since the system designed to detect one type of imagery could be expanded to other types of content. Like terrorism or other content perceived as anti-government. Yeah, so first, this is how the government always operates. Like, they come to you and they say, give me your rights. And at first, people are like, don't tread on me. Like, okay. What if we told you it's to protect the children's or to fight terrorism? Oh, yeah, you can just have them. I wasn't using those rights anyway. And then protecting the chillins and fighting terrorism suddenly grows to fighting piracy, fighting cyberbullying, fighting misinformation. Next thing you know, you may as well just get a cloud-based operating system. It's almost the same thing. At the same time, Apple and other companies have faced mounting pressure to find ways to cooperate with law enforcement. As the report points out, social media platforms and cloud storage providers like iCloud already have systems to detect child sexual abuse imagery. Not just that. If you upload anything whatsoever to the cloud, I sure as hell hope you're encrypting it. If you're uploading personal information, like say if you're uploading documents, like, oh God, maybe you're just moving files back and forth with your accountant or something, right? If you're uploading unencrypted files to the cloud that has like your social security number, your address, all that on it, everyone can see that. That company is monitoring everything you upload. Are you okay with them scanning all of your accounting documents and seeing your social security number and all that? If not, you better be encrypting that shit. But extending such efforts to images on a device will be a significant shift for the company. Apple declines to comment to FT, but the company could release more details about its plans as soon as this week. And there is, in fact, an update. Apple confirmed plans to start testing a system that would be able to detect images of child sexual abuse stored on iCloud photos in the US. Apple's method of detecting known CSAM is designed with user privacy in mind. Oh, our method of literally scanning your phone for contraband is designed with user privacy in mind. Instead of scanning images in the cloud, the system performs on-device matching using a database known as CSAM image hashes provided by NCMEC and other child safety organizations. The company wrote in a statement, Apple further transforms this database into an unreadable set of hashes that is securely stored on users' devices. This is actually worse than I suspected it might be, because for a while I was thinking, oh, they're scanning it on the cloud. Nope. They literally are eating up resources on your phone to spy on you for your own good. But hey, at least they got your privacy in mind while they're spying on you for your own good and reporting you to the cops if they see you have something they don't like. The update will be rolling out at a later date, along with several other child safety features, including new parental controls that can detect explicit photos in children's messages. So you guys have been warned. If you have an Apple product, if you insist on continuing to stay with Apple, just know it's going to keep spying on you like this. Now, some people will say, oh, there's no point in even resisting. All the phone manufacturers, all the electronics manufacturers are going to do this eventually. And you're right, it will happen eventually because you fuckers don't resist. If every iSheep suddenly broke away from Apple over this, if their new iPhone got 0 sales, this would be stopped dead in its tracks. But that's not what's going to happen. People are just going to make excuses for why nothing they do will make a difference anyway, and they'll just keep bending over and taking it, and then wondering how things got this bad. Ah, well, I'm doing my best to isolate myself, so I should be able to safely enjoy the dumpster fire. I'll be pointing and laughing in the distance. That's when everything's burning down and you hear someone laughing in the distance, that is probably me. Oh man, I am so excited to tell you guys right now that finally, after about a year of build-up and shilling, we have launched Blade Devil on Indiegogo, and so far it is doing so well thanks to awesome people like you. If you haven't backed it yet, then please check the links in the description and check out Blade Devil on Indiegogo. You will not be disappointed. Looking forward to seeing you there.